So, you were probably wondering, when were you ever going to see this series again? Hi, I'm Freyr Media, and I'm going to tackle what happened to the disappearance of Wonder Quest: The Next Generation. So, if you're new to my channel or you haven't been around for 6 years like most of my subscribers, you would know that I used to do a series on my channel called My Little Pony Wonder Quest, and it's kind of embarrassing to talk about now that I am an adult, but it's something that grew my channel, so I think it's worthy to talk about. And it was how I met my best friend at the time, Purple Pop 95, or Kai, or Bliss, whatever they want to go by. And we're still friends to this day, but um it's kind of hard to get back into the topic, and I completely forgot about that show until um a small creator created a fan-made season 3 with their characters, and I was like, holy crap, I forgot about this. So I decided to take a few minutes of my time to explain what happened and will it ever return. So the first, and I'm not reading off a script, I'm just kind of thinking about these points as I go. But for my first point, I kind of want to talk about my connection with Purple and how she influenced this series. So basically what happened is um, we met, Purple and I met um, around 5-6 years ago when Wonder Quest came out, and I started adapting Wonder Quest into a My Little Pony version, which was like really trendy at the time for some reason. And she found me on one of the episode videos and commented on it, and we sort of just got connected from there. And she's been a really good influence to me. The only problem is we don't contact each other anymore. Not a lot, anyways. The honesty is Purple is British. She is 6 hours ahead of us, so by the time I'm recording this, right now 7 o'clock, it's like 1 o'clock her time in the morning. So of course we don't talk a lot anymore. Second of all, the British have a weird school system, I guess you could say, where once you turn 16, you can start going to college. So she's probably at university doing who knows what, and I also have school, so I can't really contact her. I try to talk to her on Twitter, but it's kind of a lost cause because we're so busy. But she was the biggest influence I had with the next generation. Um, and I kind of miss just diving in with her, sharing ideas, because back when the thing hit in 2020, we were talking a lot. We were planning a reboot of the next generation, and we just never finished it. It was really sad because I really wanted to share the reboot with you guys, because I know that series exploded my channel and it got me to 1,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate it. But it's been really hard to contact her, and it's been really hard to reboot the series when she's not around, you know? My second point is the creativity aspect and the writing. Um, at the time when I was doing this, I was 13, which is legally the legally the best age to be on social media. And we were writing it, and as we were writing the next generation, it kind of lost the Wonder Quest flair, if that makes sense. So if you haven't watched Wonder Quest is like a series on YouTube created by Stampy Longnose and I forgot the person who played. I think it's Adam Clark. I think, yeah, Adam Clark. And they made a series, and the whole each episode would be tackling different times in history that invented something and basically got you questioning things, and it was a really good scientific show. It talked about erosion and the water cycle and like all like things kids would be interested with science and stuff. And when me and Purple were writing the series, it kind of started losing its creativity flair. Like we started focusing more on lore than we did with what the original show intended. And that's completely on my fault, because as a kid I'm obsessed with stories. I want to tell them, I want to write them, and I completely forget about what the original premise of the show is about. Kind of really sucks, because I really liked that next generation idea, and it makes me sad that I abandoned it. Maybe I could bring it back, but I don't think I could actually tell a story that isn't my original idea, which kind of sucks. But hey, if it's not my idea, I kind of don't want to associate myself with it. And third of all, I don't have the time anymore. That's kind of funny, sorry. But I'm almost in college, so I don't have the time to actually sit down and focus my ideas into YouTube anymore. It kind of sucks because, as you can see, I started dying down on uploading since I entered high school, and it's not really my fault, but it kind of makes me sad considering that I'm not able to enter out content anymore. But it's not like my subscribers care, because they always keep coming back with content, or I don't really care about the views anymore. It's more like I'm doing this for fun and I'm just pushing out stuff that I think people will like, but it's kind of tiring. But I really enjoy the next generation of Wonder Quest, and I think they could just be considered OCs at this point, original characters. And it could be a whole non-canon plot. I actually wrote out a few episodes that follow the original plot, like the original skeleton, so I can actually show you guys right here the episodes. I was planning them on Discord with my friends, and it's actually 1,000 times better than what I wrote originally. And the next generation has changed a lot since I first did it in 2016 at this point, 2017. It's changed a lot, and I really enjoy the character development. So I guess my fourth and final point would be using the rest of this video to talk about the reboot, I guess is what you could say. So the reboot, me and Purple rebooted the show a while back, but we haven't gotten around to designing the protagonists. The only protagonists we've really redesigned was my OC, Cayenne, which got a whole reboot. Her name is not Cayenne anymore, it's Zeal, I think is what we called her now, and it's from the adjective zealous, or I think it would be pronounced the same way. So it's I don't think, but it's from the adjective zealous, which is we were trying to go with the theme that, Wizard Keen is an adjective. We were going heinous, another adjective. Priscilla isn't really like an adjective, but it could be derived from the word pristine, which is another adjective. And Rama is not really an adjective name, but we don't really associate with Rama at this point. Hi, sorry, editor Fernie coming in here for just a brief moment. So as I was designing Zeal, and her siblings and cousin, I came to the conclusion that me and Purple renamed Rama to have an adjective name. Her renamed self in our reboot is called Agan, which is I think I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know if Agan is from a different language or accent, but agin is an adjective, and we decided to keep the adjective theme. So everyone got an adjective name. So like Rama was changed to agin. We didn't figure out Priscilla yet. Stampy stays the same because he's not from Wonderburg, but like I just found that out as I was editing. So yeah, sorry. Back to the video. But noticing that all the characters have been named after adjectives, Purple and I decided to reboot all of our characters, and we decided to give them adjective names. So as you can see, Zeal is in blue, and she's a witch like she usually is. But she's wearing blue, and sorry, it's kind of hard to go off like your mind. She's wearing blue, and she's associated with blue magic now. Her alias, I believe, is I called her the witch who cast ocean, which is a reference to her magic. And then Verdant, which is the one I'm coloring right now, is her cousin, who is the kid of Heinous and Rama. She fun fact, I was going to give Verdant a green color palette, but I thought it was going to be too close to Zeal's color palette, so I was like, let's do opposites. So I did the opposite of red, and the opposite of red is cyan, so that's where Verdant's color palette came from. And apart from that, I think that's like mostly the Wonderburg characters redesigns. Charlotte, the mayor, went through an entire reboot and goes by the name, I think Austere is how I pronounce it. And I really love the mayor's character. I love their character. Zeal also has two siblings, which I never mentioned in the Next Generation. It was just like when I kind of pulled Cayenne away from the original series, I decided to implement her into others like fandoms, and I decided to build on her character more, and I gave her a brother and I gave her an older sister. Her brother is originally called Orion, like after the constellation. I decided to rename him to I think it's Ardent. Let me look this up because I'm not reading off a script. I believe I did call him Ardent though. Ardant, Ardent, yeah. No, Ardent, Ardent, okay. Ardent, yep. And then, I named, Zeal, I keep using Cayenne, it's just a habit. I named Zeal's older sister, eldest sister, whatever we want to call her, Buena, which is from Spanish, meaning good, and it's also an adjective. Ardent, I don't remember what ardent means, but those two are related to Cayenne, to Zeal, my bad. And I don't really have like the importance of their like character in WonderQuest yet, but they're there. They exist. And the protagonists of the reboot are I'm gonna pronounce the name wrong and I'm gonna feel so sad. Ori, which is the canonic kid of Stampy and Squishy IRL, which is just with their cat, but some people call them their kids or whatever, because whatever. And then I think her name is Cortania, which is the white parakeet. And originally the protagonist was Sophia, which was the biological kid of Squishy and Stampy in the universe, but then I changed it up because I was like, well, I don't want to give them a kid if they're not going to have a kid in real life, and I didn't want to ship the characters together because it felt kind of weird, so I decided to use their characters from real life, and I decided to make character versions of them so it wouldn't be too weird. And I think that's pretty much all I have to talk about. If if my returning subscribers want to see this show back up again, maybe you could let me know, but I don't know if I want to touch this series if it's not my original creation. But like, people do this all the time. They do rewrites, reboots, stuff like that. It's just like, but I don't know. I think I would have to let my channel decide on that. So, thank you so much for listening to me rant about how how much of a mistake, I'm joking, this show was. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking around. And I'm surprised that show 6 years ago got me to where I am today with 1K subs. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, I have nothing else to talk about. So thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next official video that isn't an update or a rant. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye.